Good day, my little robins. It's me, Beth. Another week has passed, which means you get another video from me here on this channel. And if you haven't already read the title, yes, today I'm bringing you guys another review slash first impressions of the anime School Babysitters, trying to be as spoiler-free as possible. Before we begin, if you want to support me and the channel in the future, you can by clicking like to show me some love. You can click subscribe and tap that bell to be notified of when I upload on this channel. And a little side note, back in the comment section of my October manga haul, I mentioned that as of January 2021, I'll be uploading all my manga, anime and geeky content on my second channel, BethRobinson94, linked below, because most of you guys come here for music content and I don't really want to distort that by trying to push something on you you might not like. Yes, let's just dive into some anime. The plot of School Babysitters revolves around two brothers. You have Ryu, a freshman in high school. I am using like the shortened version of his name because I really can't pronounce its full name, and a lot of characters do refer to him by this, so don't come at me in the comments. And his preschooler little brother, Kotaro, who are orphaned after their parents die in a plane crash. They are adopted by a chairman of a school whose son and daughter-in-law coincidentally also died in the same plane crash. They're adopted and Ryu has to work at the school daycare centre when he's not in class, and it is through this daycare we are introduced to the kids of other teachers in the school, and he also makes friends with other students because of this like day centre and like this daycare. It's an all-around fluffy comedy that had me like laughing from start to finish. For me personally, it is the kids that make this anime like what it is. You have Taka, who is a bit of a loudmouth and always carries a sword around pretending to be a hero. You then have Kirin. She is one of the only two girls in the daycare. She is sweet, she's friendly, she always has like a stuffed giraffe near her, but she's stubborn and argues with Taka. Then you have the twins, Takuma and Kazuma. Takuma is confident, whereas Kazuma is a bit of an emotional crybaby. Midori, I can't pronounce the name, is the only baby and the second girl in the daycare. She is mainly attached to Yuseda, who is the only like paid staff member in the daycare. She is super adorable. And of course, I leave the best character to last, and that is Kotaro. He is really quiet and reserved. He doesn't really speak much, and he only speaks when the situation calls for it, and then when he speaks it is mainly one-liners. He's really close to his older brother. Personally for me, he is the main comic relief out of all the kids. We do get the normal like slice of high school life outside of the daycare. Ryu befriends Hayato, who is Taka's older brother. They bond over their brothers and he eventually joins the daycare, you know, to help. You then have Inamata, sorry, I'm really bad at names. She is a really serious student who doesn't like fun seemingly, but she quickly loosens up over the series the more time she spends with the kids and Ryu. She is also one of the two love interests for the main character, although the anime never actually goes down like the romance route, it is implied. You then have Yuki. She is like a shy student in the same class who also has a crush on the main character. It's almost as if this is an anime set in a high school. She doesn't really know how to confess her feelings, and she actually befriends like Inamoto over their joint mutual feelings and eventual understanding that they will never be loved by Ryu because Kotaro is his main focus, and it's kind of nice to see that girl friendship develop because you wouldn't think there'd be two characters that would become friends, but they do. You then do also have a couple of other like male side characters who do have like meaning in the anime and they're not just there, you know, for shits and giggles. The two that I'm going to focus on, you have one who dresses up in disguise and helps Kotaro occasionally, causing like Kotaro to actually hero worship this secret superhero. And then you have another guy who gets nosebleeds around kids and cuteness, leading to everyone joking that he's a perv. I'm not quite sure if he is a perv, it's never really fully touched on, he just gets nosebleeds around kids. When you get an anime that is set in a high school, you're going to get like those cliche like tropes, but for me personally, the episodes that really shine in this series were not set in the high school. They were set outside of the high school, and this is where you saw the most character like growth, development, because the characters were thrust into situations that made a lot more sense than they would have done in like a high school setting. And even when we're in the high school, the focus and the scenes with the kids in the daycare do outshine the classroom scenes because kids are unpredictable and really the main focus of this anime. If I had to look back on my childhood, I would say I was a mixture of Kirin because I could be sweet and stubborn, but I would also say I have a little bit of like Kazuma like sprinkled in because I could cry and get really emotional when I was left out of things. If you come out of watching this anime not relating to at least one of these kids, then you clearly have no heart. This was like a really cute, fluffy series. It was a nice escape from reality for a couple of days when I binged it. And if I'm being completely honest, it's not my normal cup of tea. I'm not normally drawn to these type of series, but you know, the second I saw like GIFs and like compilation videos on YouTube of Kotaro bobbing his cute little head, I knew I was hooked. I watched all 12 episodes over 2 days on Crunchyroll, and I'm unaware if it has a dub. I actually really liked the humour and writing in the sub, so I don't really know if it would work in like a dub format. Who knows? We might get one in the future, fingers crossed. Unfortunately, I don't think this is getting a second season because I believe it came out a couple of years ago, which kind of sucks, but there is like enough comedy and feels that has like a lot of rewatch potential. And yeah, I am going to shove this down so many people's throats because if you want that slice of cute adorableness, but you also like high school drama, then School Babysitters is the anime for you. In the comments below, I'd love to know your guys' thoughts and opinions if you have watched the anime, if you've read any of the manga, who are your favourite characters, who do you relate to most out of all like the kids, and if you haven't watched the series then, you know, go and watch it because I've tried to be as spoiler free as possible. You can also like participate in the comments by recommending me like animes to watch and manga to read. I am really open to pretty much any genre, so you know, throw it at me and you know, I'll be sure to check it out in the future. Yeah, let's just wrap up this video so I can go find myself some more cute anime to watch. If you want to support me and the channel in the future, you can by clicking like to show me some love. You can click subscribe and tap that bell to be notified of when I upload on this channel. At the end of this video, you can check out my last 2 videos or playlist depending on what mood I'm in when I'm editing this. Until next time, I'm Beth. Goodbye.